Hello, dear listeners. The story I'm about to share with you today is called The Forbidden Season. This tale explores the tender yet complicated bond between two people who found each other in the depths of grief. Please settle in comfortably, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Catherine Miller was 43 years old, a literature professor at a small college in New England. Once upon a time, she had been a beloved teacher, known for her warm smile and the gentle way she guided her students through the classics. But life had not been kind to Catherine. Her husband, Richard, had been a man of anger and cruelty. After years of violence and infidelity, he had finally left, abandoning her and their only daughter. Yet Catherine had reason to hope. That reason was her daughter, Emma. "Emma, sweetheart, I stopped by the market today. I picked up those strawberries you love so much." "Oh, Mom, you're the best. I love you so much." Emma was 24 years old, a graduate student studying art history. She was bright, kind, and full of life. To Catherine, Emma was everything, her reason for waking up each morning. Her purpose, her joy. But that November, tragedy struck without warning. A car accident on a rain-slicked road. Emma was taken from this world in an instant. Catherine was shattered. She couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. The world had lost all color, all meaning. "Emma, my darling girl, how can I go on without you?" At the funeral, many came to pay their respects. Friends, colleagues, distant relatives. But among them was a young man who stood out not because he was loud or dramatic, but because of the profound sadness that seemed to emanate from him. He appeared to be in his late 20s, thin and pale. His eyes were red from crying, and the single white lily he held trembled in his hands. I was a friend of Emma's. My name is Daniel Foster. Thank you for coming. It means so much." Daniel knelt before Emma's photograph, placed the lily down gently, and then like a child he began to weep. Not quietly, but with deep, wrenching sobs that shook his whole body. Catherine's heart ached watching him. This young man, she realized, had loved Emma too. Perhaps just as deeply as she had. "I'm so sorry. I should have protected her." "No, dear, this wasn't your fault. Please don't blame yourself." Days passed after the funeral. Catherine found herself unable to enter Emma's room. If she opened that door, she feared it would make Emma's absence unbearably real. But one evening, during a terrible rainstorm, she heard sounds coming from Emma's room. "Emma, I couldn't eat again today. I don't know how to go on." Then she heard a noise from inside Emma's room. Someone was there. Catherine's heart pounded as she opened the door. There, surrounded by Emma's belongings, was Daniel. "Oh my goodness. How did you get in here?" "I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Miller. Emma had given me a spare key just in case," she said. I thought I could help by organizing her things quietly, so you wouldn't have to face it alone." In Daniel's hands was Emma's old teddy bear, the one she'd had since childhood. At the sight of it, Catherine broke down in tears. "She trusted you that much." "My Emma." Yes, Emma was the most precious person in my life. And I failed to keep her safe. They sat together in Emma's room, two broken souls united by loss. Daniel carefully pulled a worn journal from the bookshelf. "Mrs. Miller, have you read this? I've been too afraid. May I read some of it to you?" "Yes, please." With trembling voice, Daniel began to read from Emma's diary. March 15th. "Daniel brought me a birthday cake today. Mom doesn't know about us yet, but Daniel is 14 years older than me. I know people wouldn't understand, but I do. Love doesn't care about age. Daniel cries with me when I'm sad, and laughs even louder when I'm happy." She was happy with you. Yes, and I was happy too. So very happy. That night, they cried together for a long time. Two people who had loved the same person, who had lost the same person. Their shared grief became a bridge between them. After that night, Daniel began visiting regularly. Once a week at first, then every few days, and eventually, every day. He would help with household chores, washing dishes, cleaning, sometimes cooking dinner alongside Catherine. He never asked for permission. He simply appeared, like a gentle presence that refused to leave. "Daniel, you don't need to come so often. You have your own life, your own work. I'm here because I want to be Mrs. Miller." But, Emma asked me, near the end. She said, Daniel, please look after my mom. She'll forget to eat, forget to take care of herself if she's alone. She said that? It was a lie, of course. Emma had never said such a thing. But Daniel needed to believe it himself, needed some explanation for why he couldn't stay away from this house. From this woman who was Emma's mother. 3 months passed. Winter gave way to spring. For the first time since Emma's death, laughter returned to Catherine's home. Daniel, would you like some coffee? Yes, thank you. Let's have it together. One evening, the power went out during a storm. They lit a single candle and sat together in the living room. Tell me, Daniel, what were you like before you met Emma? Nobody special, really. Just an adjunct professor, living alone, reading books in my spare time. I see. But then Emma walked into my lecture hall. First day of class, she sat in the front row with these bright, eager eyes. Daniel's eyes filled with longing as he spoke. I resisted at first. The age difference, the teacher-student relationship, it all seemed wrong. But Emma wouldn't give up. She told me, Daniel, love isn't something you think about. It's something you feel. That sounds just like her. Always so certain, so sincere. A long silence fell between them. Daniel, may I ask you something honestly? Of course. Do you come here only because of Emma? The candle flickered. No. Time seemed to stop. At first, yes. I came because I missed Emma. Because I thought I should protect the woman she loved most. But now I come because I need to see you. Because hearing your voice is the only thing that makes me feel alive. We can't. This isn't right, I know. But I can't survive without you. That night, the candle was extinguished by a gust of wind. In the darkness, only their breathing could be heard. Catherine could resist no longer. After more than a year of loneliness, of empty nights and hollow days, something inside her finally broke. I'm sorry, Emma, I'm so sorry. Emma, please forgive us. They held each other tightly in the darkness. They felt like sinners, yet somehow also redeemed. 2 more months passed. For a brief time, peace settled over Catherine's home. Daniel, I put fresh flowers by Emma's photograph. Tulips. She loved those. Yes, ever since she was little. But then, without warning, the front door burst open. What the hell is this? Richard, what are you doing here? I heard the rumors. My wife and her dead daughter's boyfriend? Living together like some kind of perverts? You need to leave. Now. Or what? You think people won't find out? You think the world will accept this sick relationship? I'll make sure everyone knows. Richard stumbled out, but his threat lingered in the air like poison. It's over. Everything's over. No, we'll get through this together. But the next day, the internet exploded with vicious gossip. College professor in affair with dead daughter's lover. Disgusting and immoral. They should be ashamed. Catherine was fired from her position. Daniel lost all his teaching contracts. Reporters camped outside her house. Neighbors whispered and pointed. Sarah, it's Catherine. Catherine, I'm sorry, but I can't talk to you anymore. I can't understand this. Everyone turned away. Everyone judged. A week passed. The couple remained inside, afraid to face the world. Daniel, we made a terrible mistake, didn't we? The world will never forgive us. Then, we leave this world behind. What do you mean? We go to Emma. They looked at each other. There were no more tears, no more fear. Only exhaustion remained. There, no one will judge us, will they? No, there will only be love. Will Emma be waiting for us? Of course. She'll say, Mom, Daniel, what took you so long? Do you have any regrets? Never. Not about loving you. Never. I loved you too. I still do. That night, they left a letter on the kitchen table. The Hudson River. Just after midnight, rain was falling softly. Are you frightened? No, I feel peaceful, actually. Hand in hand, they walked toward the water's edge. Daniel, do you think we were meant to meet? I hope so. It gives meaning to everything we've been through. Yes, it was fate. I'm certain of it. They reached the riverbank. The dark water lapped gently at the shore. Daniel, thank you for loving someone like me. I should thank you. You gave me a reason to live. In the next life, will we find each other again? Yes, and when we do, we'll love without fear. Promise? I promise. They stepped into the water slowly, deliberately. It's so cold. I'm here. I won't let go. The water rose to their knees, then their waists, then their chests. Emma, I'm coming, sweetheart. Emma, we'll be together now, all of us. When the water reached their necks, Catherine whispered one last time. Daniel, I love you too. Catherine. The water rippled once, twice. Then it was still. The river continued to flow. The rain continued to fall. The next morning, their shoes were found side by side on the riverbank.